Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom video bulletin. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is my continuation of trying to do what I can to help the Skyrim community through all of the various issues that have come up from the recent patches. This video is a continuation of the community's reports, findings, testing of the newest patch, patch 1.22. Now I do want to say, before we get any further into this video, that for most of us, myself included, it seems like this patch is working very well, much better than the previous patches did. In fact, the very first day that it came out, I saw a big difference in the tone, overall a positive tone on the patch versus the tone of the 121 patch. However, unfortunately, there will be exceptions, and some people have been affected negatively by this patch. From the most part, from what I can tell, and from speaking with, I do believe it was Beaver of A that told me, PlayStation 5 users are seeming to be affected negatively by this patch. Not in all cases, but there have been a lot of reports of them crashing with or without mods, and I do believe some are getting 0KB now. I have, in my comments section, seen, at least that I can remember, 2 reports of 0KB after patch 122, and 1 case of black screen returning. However, I could not find the black screen comment, unfortunately, to include it, but I do remember it because it surprised me that black screen had returned for somebody. However, there is many good reports of people that were affected before by 0KB that since have not had the issue and have even been able to play with mods and CC content together on Anniversary Edition. So in this video, just like the previous one, I am going to bring you comments from both sides so that you can just kind of see what other people are experiencing, what issues they are or aren't having, if they happen to find fixes, if they did have issues, things of that nature. This is just to try to help you out a little bit more to understand how this patch is working for people from the comments that I have on this channel. Now, the first comment that I'm going to show, I do believe was actually right before patch 122 came out, like either the same day that I got the information or the day before. The rest of the comments will be from after patch 122. I am including the other patch earlier because it was about Anniversary Edition with all CC content installed and some mods installed that were working, and this was on then patch 121, so it should still work for patch 122. And I apologize in advance to anybody's names that I may and most likely will mess up. A.S. Newman says, I have 10 installed that are working, and he was talking about mods, of course. Timescale 4, Obsidian Weathers, Search and Destroy Extended, Sensible Faster Respawns, Improved Bandits, Realistic Night Eye, Diet Dragon Souls to Perk Points, Perks from Questing, Legendary Skills, No World Borders. Hope that helps some of you. I asked if it was AE or SE and if they had any CC installed, and AS Newman replied that it was, I have AE with all CC installed. And again, I do believe this was right at the very end of patch 121, if I'm not mistaken. So either way, this should still work for patch 122, or at least it did for this person. The rest of these comments are now taken from patch 122's testing. So, Angel Light XX says, I have all CC content installed, multiple followers, most NPC immersive dialogues including guards, great cities, sky, water, dense grass, dirt, rock, windy weather, interesting roads, point the way, combat AI 1, increased population mod, rising threat, better horses, better loot, wear multiple rings, more blood, gore, more bandit camps, rain snow effects, and resurrection PS4, level 51. All of these on a different save because I reached level 51 with just CC content installed. And they also then stated, All these after deleting saves from like 2016, 2017. All deleted because I tried everything to escape the 0KB. So far, so good. Arcus states, for whatever reason I only got 5 GB update, and instead of fixing my flawless game, it's causing the main bug I hadn't got before. Now every time I try to quick save, I get that message. I have 0 mods too. And I do not know if they were special or anniversary because they did not state, or what system. Cilio0497 says, I get 0KB bug with this update. I asked if they were Slim Pro and what system. They said they are Skyrim Special Edition on PS4 Slim. With this bug, I can only save manually, but if I use the quick save, giving me the 0KB bug, and right after I save manually, the save file gets corrupted, and when you load, that save game closes. So that's one report of 0KB still on the PS4. Paradox Mania states, a thing I noticed is that due to the update, my save files all went from 7 megabytes to 17 megabytes. Playing with a careful assortment of CC mods, kinda everyone except pets, zombies, and 2 of the player homes, and some community mods like USSEP and some sound and texture overhauls. This has been working for me past few weeks, but I'm still scared to go further with mods until I know it's 100% safe and will work. But a big thank you, Echo1, for all your videos and studies on Skyrim patches, versions, additions since AE release. Helped everyone in the community a lot, that's for sure. And to that, I just want to say a big thank you to you and the community. You guys have been just as much in this with me, and this is the proof right here. We're all doing this together. Thank you kindly for the comment. Thrax here also commented underneath that been playing with 18 megabytes worth of mods and all CC content, all good here. This comment is from Khan, who states, wasn't able to play with a single mod on 121 because of the 0KB issue. Now on 122 I'm running with around 30 mods installed and everything's working fine. I only have Pets of Skyrim and a few Armor CC content installed, so I recommend to anyone who's trying to play with mods to not install most of the CC content. If the game forces you to install, quickly close the application, and next time you load up the game, it won't make you. Also, I'm only running on my Prisoner and 1 additional save. I do have quick save on. Also, to delete any character saves, go to Settings on the PS4 Home menu, scroll down to Save Data Management, and there should be 4 options. Click on the first one, then 3 different options will appear. Click in the third one called Delete, then click on Skyrim. From there, you can delete what save files you want. So this next comment from Thrax I have previously shown in the early testing video. That was either the very first or early second day of testing patch 122. The reason I am showing it here is because Thrax has since found a fix. So Thrax was suffering from much slower loading screens after updating onto patch 122, and since then they have sent another comment which says, good news, I rebuilt my database and it fixed the problem. So if you're somebody that is suffering from possibly slow loading screens, you might want to rebuild the PS4's database to possibly remove any lingering corruption. I apologize in advance for pronouncing this wrong. Nyarlathotep says, I have avoided 0KB glitch by installing all Creation Club content and only mods that are under 1 GB space in total. I haven't had an issue since. They later on stated, I have went up to 5 GB to test it, and so far the game has been smooth and I can save as much as I want. Looks like Bethesda did something right for once. Now I'm including these next 2 comments partly because of the issues, but also to see if we can get these people some help. So if anybody in the comment section had a similar issue, please comment it down below. if you found a fix. Stacy Chancellor says, my other big issue is with the Skyfall estate on PlayStation 5. It went from working fine to all of a sudden it crashing when I am inside it. I had no issues for 3 weeks since AE came out, but starting about 4 or 5 days ago now, I just crashed inside it. I have all my armors and weapons inside and wondered if anyone else is using this mod and having problems with it. So Dreadwalker commented, so Skyrim updated on my PS4, but it still gave me the 0KB issue, so I deleted the game but kept my save files, which are uploaded to online storage, and re-downloaded the game. I still have to install the update after I downloaded it again, but I no longer have any issues or glitches. Just some frame rate drops, but that's only when I enter a building after a loading screen. And I did ask about that if he had fish tanks, because that caused major issues for me. But it's the next part that he is needing help with, or I'm assuming it is a he. They say, no, I haven't even started the fishing stuff yet. I've been trying to do Ghosts of the Tribunal, but 2 quests won't show up for me, so I can't progress through it, and I don't know what I could possibly do to fix it. So that would be the thing that I commented for the second one that they need help with. I do believe Ghost of the Tribunal is CC content, so I can't help with that. So if you are somebody that's played Ghost of the Tribunal and happen to know, please comment down below if there's a possible fix for that. So they previously had 0KB but were able to fix the issue. Arcus states, I hadn't had any problems with Skyrim Anniversary Edition until yesterday's update. Now I'm getting the 0KB glitch every time I try and quick save. First time I've seen the glitch. I'm using a PS4 without any mods. I asked if they were SE or AE and if it was a Slim or a Pro, and I did not receive a reply yet, so I do not know, but in any case that is 0KB after patch 122 on the PS4. Alorian 8977 says, just my 2 cents for what it's worth. My issues appear to have gone away since patch 122. Have Anniversary Edition with all CC installed. Ran about 16 hours so far with 21 mods on a PS4 Pro and have a 39 level character at the moment. Running 2 manual saves with autosave turned off and no quick saving. Currently, my 2 saves are at 17.44 megabytes each, and mod size total is approximately 6.4 megabytes. Mostly textures, weather, and some foliage. Biggest mod I have loaded is Julia's Dirt Replacer, which is approximately 4.8 megabytes in size. I chose this time not to have the USS EP loaded, which is approximately 16.1 megabytes in size and has been giving me occasional conflicts. Too early to tell for my liking, but I've definitely seen improvements in my environment. Not sure if I delayed or removed, but haven't seen 0KB at all yet. Binary Star of Shaolin commented, I have SE on a PS4 Slim and I just downloaded 1.22. Let's see how this goes. I did not have any problems with 1.21. I have about 15 mods or so and just the 4 creations they gave everybody. Later on, Binary Star of Shaolin then commented, update. Good play session. No problems except bugs I was expecting prior to installing. Was hearing a lot less dialogue and conversations for some reason. Think it had to do with a bad save I was on. Loaded a quick save and Skyrim was much livelier. I've gotten very lucky with all of this. 120 didn't update automatically because I didn't have enough space, so it was just a matter of not creating space while I waited for Bethesda to get their act together. Now we have a seemingly decent patch, and I can concentrate on troubleshooting the various bugs that have been in the game for years. Back to normal, I guess. Playing Skyrim can be hard work sometimes. So this next comment is going to be a little bit out of order, but I'll do my best to try to explain. It is from Matt Volkin, and Matt states, got a new bug called Zero Nan on my stamina stat. It won't regen nor replenish. Potions won't replenish it, nor will waiting or leveling up. So I'd never heard of this zero NAND bug before, and I commented back that I would see if I could get in touch with either Cyan49, BVariaV, or Omega Fraz Gaming and ask them about it. And all three did message me back. BVariaV had never heard of the bug. Cyan did send a comment back that will be shown after the next part here, and Omega Fraz Gaming asked to see Matt's load order, asked if Matt would share it. I'm guessing because he wanted to see if something in the loader was the possible cause, to which then Matt did reply, at Echo 1 Eyes Only, no restoration mod, because Omega had asked if there was a restoration mod being used. And there's no status debuff to any stats or indication something is causing it. My load order is fine, and I've got very few mods running just in case. I'm mostly playing as a test run to see how long it takes for the 0KB glitch anyway. Actually, I think it may be caused by vampirism. I killed a few vamps. If I got infected without the game notifying me, maybe the game thinks I'm in permanent sunlight and it's broken the stam bar. So before Matt replied, though, the mod author Cyan49 then messaged me back and said the following. At Echo 1 Eyes Only, as a result of the search, it seems to be a fairly rare problem. To be honest, I've never seen this zero NAND problem. Thank you for all your work on the video. They only seem to recognize the problem when they get a certain number of reports, so it's good to encourage users to report problems. So yeah, if you guys are having problems, be certain to report it to Bethesda. That's the only way we're going to get them to do anything. Cyan then later added, if this bug is permanent damage to stat, it looks similar to the marked for death bug. I can speculate that the creations content you last played was the cause of the problem, or a buggy mod created by a beginner modder caused the problem. So that is all the information that we have on this zero NAND bug. We don't exactly know if it's like Matt suspects and that it is simply vampirism that is glitched out, or if it is more like this mark for death bug. Hopefully this bug will stay an isolated incident. Our final comment in this video is from Drifter, who states, I guess I was one of the few only who had a fine working Anniversary Edition on PS5, with about 90 mods and all the CC content working fine. A crash once in a while happened, but that's Skyrim, at least to me. However, this 122 update broke my game, and now I keep crashing like every 10 to 20 minutes. Unless I'm in a dungeon, cave, then it's fine. Sucks though, cause I had my game looking great. Later on, in a follow-up comment, Drifter added, been testing some more, but it looks like it crashes during some CC quests with mods. For example, in one of my saves, I had to look for a dead body in Whiterun stables, and during that quest my game kept crashing in Whiterun as I had to walk from the Hall of the Dead there to the stables. It also crashes when exiting Whiterun and trying to walk from the gates to the stables. But the game doesn't crash in a different save when I visit Whiterun multiple times, but without activating that certain quest. And thank you, Drifter, for adding your further findings there. So if you are somebody that is experiencing a lot of crashing in certain areas, whether it's on Anniversary Edition or Special Edition, take a look at what is in that particular area. Are you possibly running a vanilla story mode mission or CC content like what Drifter was, because it could possibly be that particular thing that is causing your constant crashing and not the patch itself, or it could be a combination of both. In closing, again, I do want to state that for the vast majority of people, patch 122 is working much better than the previous two patches did, and I saw that the very first day in the comment section. It was a completely different tone from patch 121. However, as you have seen in the comments, there are people having issues with it, and so the best thing that we can do to try to help everybody is, first of all, I want to again thank all of you who took the time to comment, not only with your issues, but if you found solutions as well that could help other people. I want to thank you for that, as well as the mod authors and mod beta testers. I know you guys are very busy with what you're doing. Thank you for commenting. And if we continue to do this, we can hopefully find ways to help one another, as well as you definitely need to report any issues that you are having, especially if PS5 users are having a lot of issues now that they weren't before. I will be leaving a link to Bethesda's official customer support in the description box down below. Make certain that you contact them and let them know what the issue is. All of us working together as a community, as well as constantly getting on Bethesda, but doing it in a nice way, to get this game working again is the reason why the game is functioning as good as it is now for the majority of people. But with this patch, especially being as early as it is, there's still going to be a lot of unknown testing to do, and only time will tell if it fixes it for everybody. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope that this information can help you out. Take care, everybody. This has been the Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.